This is your final call, your last warning, and perhaps the most critical reminder of your financial life. As the countdown accelerates and all eyes turn toward the looming exchange day, every minute matters more than the last. The clock is ticking, and whether you're an investor, a currency holder, or someone simply trying to stay ahead of the rapidly shifting financial tides, now is the time to ensure everything is in place. This is not the moment for speculation. This is the moment for action. Authorities remain tight-lipped, major financial institutions have gone radio silent, and back-channel whispers have intensified. The energy across global markets is electric, brimming with anticipation. We've reached the point where delays are no longer expected. Exchange day is real, it's near, and it could be closer than anyone imagined just days ago. That means, if you're not prepared by now, you're already behind. But you still have a narrow window. The final checklist is your only defense against missed opportunity, frozen accounts, or irreversible mistakes. Start by confirming your identification and documentation. If you think a simple driver's license will cut it, think again. Institutions are expected to demand full KYC compliance, know your customer protocols, meaning updated government-issued ID, utility bills confirming address, tax documentation, and potentially biometric verification. If there's a discrepancy, even one digit off in your address or an expired ID, your file could be flagged, delayed, or rejected altogether. Don't assume your information is correct. Verify it line by line. One error could cost you everything. Next, secure your currency. Whether you hold physical bills, digital certificates, or have funds registered in a Tier 1 bank, you need to ensure those assets are immediately accessible and verifiable. If your holdings are in a safety deposit box, you must double-check access times and any restrictions. If your assets are digital, ensure wallets, logins, backup phrases, and authentication devices are not just functioning but secured from phishing, breaches, and power outages. There will be zero tolerance for, "I forgot my password" when the moment hits. Communication lines must be clear and prepared. You may need to contact your financial advisor, legal counsel, or even institution representatives within hours, not days, of the trigger event. Make sure your phone is charged, your secondary devices are online, and you have hard copy backups of all key contacts. Don't assume your email or cloud storage will work flawlessly in a surge. The internet has been known to lag, lock, or fail entirely when traffic spikes. Expect systems to be overloaded and plan for it. Transportation is another overlooked factor. Will you be able to physically reach your exchange center? Are there protests, disruptions, or access limitations near your location? If your exchange site is hours away, you must account for fuel availability, vehicle condition, and even alternative routes. Weather is another hidden variable. Don't wait for the morning of to check. Do that now. Arrange backup plans. If you miss your slot, you may not get another one. Don't forget the non-negotiables, appointment verification, location confirmation, and any security protocols. These institutions will not allow walk-ins. You'll need proof of appointment and likely pre-cleared access passes. If your name isn't on the list, you're not getting in. Cross-check your appointment time, location coordinates, and instructions sent via email, text, or secure communication apps. Screenshot them. Print them. Save them on a USB drive. Assume nothing. Confirm everything. One of the most overlooked but critical factors, your intent forms and project outlines. If your exchange is tied to humanitarian projects or fund disbursement plans, these documents must be polished, proofed, and professional. Vague ideas scribbled on a notepad won't cut it. You need itemized breakdowns, timelines, geographic scopes, impact studies, and preferably letters of support or affiliation. These aren't just formalities. They're gatekeepers to your eligibility for higher rates, preferential processing, and future funding opportunities. Banking accounts must be pre-established and pre-approved. The institution you plan to exchange with will not wait for you to figure things out later. You need clean, audit-proof accounts that are already open and verified. Multi-currency support is ideal. Don't rely solely on online banks or mobile apps. Many of these could experience outages. Make sure your accounts are with institutions capable of handling high-value, high-frequency transactions. If you're planning to wire or transfer funds post-exchange, make sure those channels are tested and time-stamped. Any error after the exchange could cause days or weeks of delay, and in this environment, delays can mean missed opportunities, frozen funds, or even legal inquiries. Security, both physical and digital, must be elevated. If you think carrying thousands or millions in asset value can be done without a proper security detail or at least a traceable, secure vehicle, you're gambling with your future. If your data isn't encrypted, if your backups are exposed, or if your phone is easily hackable, you could be compromised before you even reach the exchange point. Use two-factor authentication, biometric locks, and clean hardware only. Avoid public Wi-Fi. Disable unnecessary Bluetooth connections, and never discuss your movements online or through unsecured apps. Your mindset also matters more than most realize. The stress of exchange day will be intense. You'll likely be surrounded by others who are nervous, paranoid, or trying to manipulate outcomes in their favor. Stay calm. Stay focused. You're there to execute a plan, not to improvise. Rehearse what you'll say. Practice presenting your documents in order. Visualize the process step by step. The more you prepare your mind, the less room there is for anxiety, distraction, or critical mistakes. Emotional control could be your greatest asset in the final moments. Family and emergency planning must also be addressed. If something unexpected happens, an accident, communication outage, or restriction of movement, do your loved ones know what to do? Are your assets protected under a power of attorney? Is there a will, trust, or legal backup in place if something prevents you from completing the process? As dramatic as it sounds, exchange day may carry with it national-level security measures, travel bans, or banking freezes. Having contingencies in place is not paranoia, it's preparation. You must also decide in advance what to do post-exchange. That first 24 hours after liquidity is delivered could determine the trajectory of your next decade. Will you pay off debts? Move your funds into investment-grade instruments? Set up protective trusts? Or will you be too stunned, too overwhelmed, to act? If you don't have a post-exchange plan mapped out by the hour, you may find yourself preyed upon by bad actors, disoriented by rapid market shifts, or even blocked by institutions demanding compliance, steps you didn't prepare for. Don't wait until the money hits your account to think about how you'll protect and deploy it. Above all, remember that discretion is not just recommended, it's required. Broadcasting your involvement, your holdings, or your outcomes can and will make you a target. Social media should go dark. Phones should go on silent. Conversations should be limited to only those who are legally or contractually obligated to know. Loose talk could lead to theft, investigation, or worse. As the environment around exchange day intensifies, privacy becomes power. Silence becomes security. Everything we've just discussed is based on current, confirmed developments and observable institutional patterns. However, nothing is guaranteed. Timing may shift. Protocols may update. New verification steps could be introduced without notice. You must stay flexible, informed, and ready to pivot at a moment's notice. Subscribe to real-time alerts from your financial institutions. Join trusted communication channels with verified intel. Be careful who you listen to. Misinformation is rampant in the final hours. This is not a simulation. This is not a test. Exchange day is happening, and the infrastructure surrounding it is locking into place. The doors will not stay open forever. Your readiness today will define your outcome tomorrow. Miss one piece of the puzzle, and the entire picture could collapse. As we speak, insiders are finalizing ledgers, institutions are synchronizing protocols, and government agencies are standing by. Transaction platforms have entered final testing. Verification systems are under 24-hour monitoring. Legal teams are on call. This is the endgame. So, ask yourself one last time, are you ready?